Today we're going to take a look at the Olight Olantern Stretch. This is brand new from Olight. Guys, we spend a lot of time outdoors and it's really cool to have portable lighting. We have a pool. We also have an area that a lot of times in the evenings we'll go out and sit. We'll have dinner outside. We do a lot of things. Camping is another great option. But Olight makes a number of different type lights, whether it's EDC, tactical, weapons lights. They have a lifetime warranty. But this is really one of those lights that you can take, and it's very versatile. One of the cool things is that when you turn it on, you have white light, and it gets up to 500 lumens. You can take this little switch, and it goes to an ambient warm light, which gives it just a nicer atmosphere. But what's really cool is it stretches, and it goes all the way up, and it spreads the light out to a better distance. And you can stop at any of these sections just to place it where you want to. Also has a 16,000 milliamp battery, which you can recharge your devices. And again, it is rechargeable and it's metal construction. So we're going to take a look at a lot of the features. I think this is one that's just excellent for a lot of different options. And having it when you need it, having it where you need it, the Olantern Stretch is just a great option. Now, Olight is offering a 10% discount using Sootch00 with the affiliate link down below in the description. But they also have sales. And currently when this video comes out, there will be a sale, so you want to check that out. But even without, this makes an excellent option for outdoor living or even around your desk if you just want some nice light. And again, you can stretch it out. Now, Olight puts out a number of different lanterns. One of the ones that I use a lot, especially if I'm going on a trip, is their Olantern Music. This is a great option. It does have light, and you can turn it, and it does a little differently. As you turn it, it just goes from the white light to the ambient light. But also, it has music. And it can get a lot of volume. So this is just a great option. And again, one of Olight's Olantern series. But we're going to really take a look at a little bit more in depth of the stretch. And it's not just about the head coming up. I mean, which is a very cool feature. Now right here on front is your control switch. And so we can just hit it, just turn it on, and it gets the lumens started. And again, this is that warm ambient light. And then as we turn it up, it gives you quite a bit of light. 250 lumens, but it's in a general area and it's diffused. Here we have these long lines that come down, which gives it that more lantern look. But underneath, you can see the LEDs in the top. And they're all shining down. I think they actually fill these tubes. But it's a really cool, warm look. And then, again, we can bring that down. And then here on the front, there's a little toggle. We hit that and we go straight to that cool white light. We can tone that way up. And guys, it is really bright. You can see that it's more diffused. It has these areas that go around. And then we can bring it down and get it more just a natural kind of illumination. Again, you can set this up however you want to. Now the lens is like a polycarbonate lens. You don't have to worry about it busting. It does have a gate or a fence that goes around it just to protect it, keeps it from getting scratched, and it gives it that cool look to it. Here on the top we have a little area which you can actually apply that to a small hook. But again, you have this handle, and it does have a rubberized coating right here. Make it easier, plus it makes it more steady. And then we have, of course, the metal here. And again, this is all metal construction. And it's not aluminum. I mean, it's attaching to a magnet. It's some kind of steel. But that really makes this solid. A lot of times you can get lanterns and they're kind of with a plastic. They can break. This is going to give you a lot of protection, especially since you're in the outdoors, which if you're camping or you're doing stuff, this can get knocked, it can get stepped on, and so that gives it just a little bit more. Here at the front is your USB and USB-C outlet. And so here you can charge it either way. Again, there's a 16,000 milliamp battery, and it's lithium, it's rechargeable. Now it does come with a USB-C cable, and when we plug it in and we have it plugged into our phone, now we're charging. So again, any kind of device that you have that you want to charge, this makes a great battery backup. And you do have your standard USB. Then here we do have a battery indicator, and that way with green, and then of course this will go down to yellow and then to red when it needs to be recharged. Now on the lowest setting, it will go for 250 hours of runtime. And again, that 16,000 milliamp battery, you can again use this as an alternate light source if you have a power outage. And this rubber boot just covers over it. It is IPX5, which means it's weather resistant, but it's not necessarily waterproof. But considering you're going to have this in the outdoors, it needs to be weather resistant. Now here on the bottom you have rubber feet, and this just gives it some stability. And of course, with that broad base, it's a very stable platform. Now it weighs about 36 ounces, so even if you have wind or you have anything, this is not going to waver. And that also includes when you have it hanging. So it's got a good solid weight to it. And yet it's not too heavy. And when it comes to the light, with the white light, this is down to 130 lumens. And again, as we bring that up, we're getting it right up to 500 lumens, a 20-meter distance of light. Now if we switch it, again, we have 250 lumens, and then as we bring it down, it comes all the way down to 10 lumens. And it gives you just a nice little ambient light source that just makes it very comfortable. And again, if you want to see, you can just bring it up. Now the top is about 5 inches, down at the bottom it's 4 3/4 inches. It's 8 3/4 inches in height. But once we raise it up, it is a full 16 inches. I mean, it really gets it up there. And again, if you want to really brighten things up, it just spreads it out over a larger area. And then you'll notice that I can stop at any time. This doesn't drop, and it'll stay in those positions. And then it has a very satisfying end where you just kind of push it down. I'm telling you guys, this is just a quality piece. Even the telescopic bar here is all metal. Now, as far as general use, it goes great on just a hanger. Any kind of nail or something that's hanging off the building, you can just hook this up either with the small little hanger or the large hanger, which I typically use. You can put this up, it gives a nice general area, and it allows you to see around. And plus, it just gives you that ambient light, or you can go with the nice white light. It's very easy to use, and again, if you want to switch it from one to the other, that little switch is easy to hit. Now if you're sitting at a table, it just makes it really nice to be able to, if you're just having conversation, it gives you some ambient light. If you need to see, get more light. If you want to read something, it just gives you that ability to have that light handy. Most of the demonstration I'm showing outside, and it just is a great option for just outdoor living. And then you can raise that neck and you can get it up high, and then you can just shine more light in a general area. It's not a harsh light, which makes it really nice. And because it's all shining down, it doesn't get into your eyes. And you can also just carry it in your hand with the handle and just walk around. Here I'm walking in the garden just checking out some things, but it just gives you a broad light, whereas if I had just a standard flashlight, it would be more of a pinpoint beam. So this just gives a broad area, and it's 360 degrees, which also, when you have it sitting on the table, is 360 degrees. And if you're walking, that's not necessarily ideal because the light is 360 degrees, but it does allow for light, and you can hold it over your head. And it's the way that people used to use light. They'd have to carry a lantern to see. Well guys, the Olantern Stretch, it just makes a really cool option for a lot of different things. And it gets a lot of light out there, and of course you have 2 mode options. This runs $141.98 on the Olight store website. There'll be a link down below in the description. It will give you 10% off, and of course, obviously, Olight does have sales from time to time. You want to check that out. But great light source, gives you different capabilities to set the mood, or again, just to give you extra light. And whether you use it outdoors, indoors, if you're using it as a backup lighting source in case the power's out, just a great little option. So guys, the Olantern Stretch, it's definitely something completely different, and yet, it's built like a tank. Has that 16,000 milliamp battery, so you can charge your phone if the power goes out or other devices, and you can recharge the lantern itself. It just makes it really easy when you're camping, hiking, if you're sitting around at dinner, inside or out. This just makes a really cool option. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. easy way to have lantern. Okay. To have lantern. You want to have lantern? This will give you a lantern. Kind of warm light. Kind of. Okay. Okay. Well, then anyhow, something right there at your fingertips. I don't want to say that.
As they say, the freaks come out at night.